Hi, this is Doug Williams with Viva Las Vegas Autos. Once again, we have a nice vehicle to bring to you. We've got a 2011 Dodge Ram 3500 Bighorn SLT Crew Cab 4x4 with a list of options on it that is literally as long as my leg. Usually you'd say as long as your arms, but not in this case. This thing has more stuff on it than I think the dealer knew that they could even put on the car. Anyways, the neat thing about this vehicle today that you're going to see on video, you'll see it operational with us, is that this car has a lot of doodads on it. It's got that diesel in it, and I'm absolutely amazed at the gas mileage. I've driven the car a few hundred miles, and it's been averaging 21.6. I have economy cars that aren't getting that much, and yet this truck is getting that, and this thing's huge. But anyways, it's a great truck. Best part about it is usually you'll see these trucks with diesels in them with 100,000 miles on them, 2-3 years old. This truck only has 16,000 original miles on it, and it looks and smells and drives like brand new. It's a pretty incredible truck. The thing that you're going to hear later on in the video is all the items that are on this truck. It's not just your base truck whatsoever. This truck has some aftermarket equipment on it, some of that you can see already. But you're going to see a whole lot more on this truck than what you can imagine. We even have the original window sticker that shows this truck as standard base price without a dealer addendums, which I know that they mark these things up because they're a hot item. It had a base price of $53,565, not counting all the stuff that's on it. You're going to see a whole lot of money into this truck. Whoever had it, they loved it and put a lot into it. They just didn't drive it. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video. We'll see you as we walk around it and take it for a test drive. Thanks again. Horn is a lot of fun. Hi again. A little bit for the interior of the truck. It's got a lot of stuff going on in here. Just to go over things, there's your dash. Down below here you have your LED lights, switches for your lights out front and the ones out back. Turn them off on here, right there, the 3 switches. And of course that wonderful little playful love horn there. Let people know that you really like them. You don't want them to get out of the way, you just want to say hello. Over here, standard gauges over here for your air conditioning, your 4-wheel drive button right there. This is your Jake brake right there and a few other things. Radio is really cool in this car. It's got a lot of features on it. It's got like a digital file, a hard drive with actually, I think it's 30 gig hard drive on it. You can put pictures in there, you can manage your music and things like that. Just really a great setup. It does not have, I think, it does not come with nav. Well, your phone does, don't worry about it. But really cool. Over in here, you've got your USB hookups for your iPods and whatever else, and another glove box down here. This thing has so much doggone storage, it's amazing. There's storage inside this container here. You lift that one up, and then there's more storage underneath this seat here. We took pictures of all that, so you'll be able to see it in the pictures, but it's just like, it's got storage galore. The air conditioning, of course, being brand new, blows ice cold in this car. We actually use a tester there to show you what temperature that goes on. Take a second here for it to cool up. There she goes. Should get ice cold here in a second. While we're waiting for that to get ice cold, she's got a sunroof up here. It's an aftermarket sunroof, but it works real great. You'll see that opening and closing with those buttons right there. And then what's really neat is it also has included in it a garage door opener memory buttons. This button up here is for the rear power window that's behind you there. If you take a look at that there, see that? Powers open and close. This thing is luxury. Of course, the air conditioning now. I'll close the windows, it get a little bit colder, but this thing will freeze you out. It's still 100 degrees outside. But we'll show you more on the outside of this vehicle too. Let me tell you about a few more options on this truck. Some of the coolest, at least I think. Very expensive tonneau cover on it, fiberglass. Of course, underneath here you have a rear backup camera, and in this bumper, that camera setup is still built in on the reverse bump up, you know, for bumping up against things, see how close you're getting. Of course, there's that Texas cover there. But this is like the coolest thing. I've never had a truck with one of these, and if I ever do, it's going to be like this. Bed slides out. So you can load it up, put your body on there when it's amazing. It'll even hold my big butt on there too. Probably a whole lot more than that. Notice inside there, we got our air tank and a little motor compressor, motor for the air tank. We got a sand jack or whatever they call those things for getting you out of a tight spot out in the middle of the desert. Doesn't look like it's ever even been on the ground. Just today, that compressor back there, I had to have those horns working. So the old compressor was in there, wasn't working. So I thought I'd go down and get one, because I like hearing that horn. I just want this truck 100% for whoever gets it. You know, I thought I'd read off the aftermarket equipment that was on this vehicle. There's a Warren 9.5 TI thermometric winch, 9,500 pounds. The ranch hand Legend Series front bumper garden grille, your ranch hand dually front rear bumper on this thing, all the KC lights. You got the KC Apollo switches and 6-inch fog lights. You got the driving lights in there. The ranch hand bolt-on receiver. By the way, that winch that's out front can come off the front and be put on the back. It's really kind of cool. And you got the remote on both sides of the vehicle for the power. Of course, the ARE LS2 tonneau cover, painted to match the car. The bed slide SR10, what a unit. The Rhino liner inside the bed. Underneath that bed slider is a rubber mat. The guy just went all out. It's like you put a rubber mat underneath the bed slide. Just absolutely amazing to me. Okay, the handyman jack, that's what they call it, a high lift. The air compressor and tank. The air compressor, brand new today. I just spent $219. I probably didn't need to spend, but I wanted to hear the horn. The chrome Texas state receiver. If you're not from Texas, just get rid of it or take an accent and act like you are. One of the two, I don't care. Front and rear floor mats, and they're Husky weather beater rubber floor mats, and of course those air horns. Like I said earlier, about $7,000 worth of items just off the list, not counting installation. Well, anyways, there's a whole lot more to this truck, plus the low mileage that's on it. I hope you enjoy our videos, and if you have any comments or suggestions about what you'd like to see, please let us know in the comment things in the section of YouTube. Of course, like us so you can get to know us and see the other cars that we put on. Trucks, hot rods, cool cars, muscle cars, sports cars, all sorts of goodies. Doug Williams here, Viva Las Vegas Autos. See you next time.
Mother truckers! He's gonna freak out when he sees this part of the video.